Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. It's your girl Brandy. We are live. We are live. Let me clean my glasses. We are live. We are live. Clean my glasses and we're going to get started. So, today we're talking about time blocking. And yes, it is going to be a good time because I have been getting a lot of questions about it. So I wanted to get on here and really kind of go through my strategy and how I use it and what it actually is and how it makes me like super, super productive. And then we're going to go through an example. So I feel like I'm not looking at the camera, but we'll be sharing the screen in a minute. So if you're jumping on, catching the replay, please comment where you're from, and we will comment where you're from, and then that way we can go ahead and have a conversation about the weather there because I am currently in Covington, Georgia, and the weather has been rainy, just rainy. It got up to 96 degrees, and then for the last couple of days, it's just been raining. So, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I wonder if I turn my ring light out, will I be able to get a better view on without the glare in my glasses? Give me 1 second. I mean, you guys can still see the glare in my screen, right? So, it is what it is. Okay, so if you do not know me, my name is Brandy Thompson, and I am your financial strategist as well as a local realtor in the metro Atlanta area. I am, um, I help businesses and startups increase their bottom line by providing a blueprint to business systems, which include record keeping, financial management, optimized systems like what we're talking about today, time blocking, and strategic planning to help start and grow their businesses. I also am, again, a local realtor, so I do help people uh, buy, sell, and invest in real estate. So, in my local area as well as in the metro Atlanta area. So, today, this is a subject that is very near and dear to my heart because I have been dealing with, I have that shiny object syndrome. So my brain moves, 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 and I jump from one thing to the next. And so I have, um, we're just going to turn this music off now. I have just been able to use time blocking as a form of helping me to stay focused and be productive. Right, I couple time blocking with a lot of different methods like the Pomodoro method, focus sessions, um, and just really keeping like a running task list to continuously update what I want to do in a particular time period. So planning, um, all those different things come together and they bring time blocking as a as a way of um, helping me to strategize and optimize my day, right? Okay, so a lot of people say, well, what is time blocking? So, time blocking is a time management method, and I have used time blocking for a long time, um, as well as the Pomodoro method. And I did a seminar with a really good friend of mine, Elise Miner. She really broke down time management. And so time blocking is a time management method, right? So what it is you're dividing your day into blocks of time, and then each block is dedicated to accomplishing a specific task, or a specific task or a specific task or a group of tasks, or something that you want to do. So you may have, instead of keeping an open-ended to-do list, like a running to-do list of things, you're able to put them into your schedule in a concrete and succinct way. So this is kind of helping you to prioritize your task list in advance. So maybe you have a planning day like on Sundays, and then you go through all the things that you want to get done in that week, and then you go ahead and assign those tasks out in the week, and then you generate them around your weekly calendar of things that you would normally have to do, right? So sometimes, though, people are very rigid in their time blocking. They are very, very rigid, and they begin to add, they begin to just put the blocks right on top of each other, right? So from I get up at 5 a.m. From 5 to 6, I have my morning routine. From 6 to 7, I get the kids get ready for work. From 7 to 8, I get the kids ready and out the door. From 8 to 9, I'm traveling to work. From 9 to 5, I'm working. And then from 5 to 6, I'm traveling. 6, I pick up the kids. 6:30, we're home. So it's like no breaks in the day to really be able to maneuver some of these tasks. And if anything has come up in the middle of your time, that in the middle of your day that wasn't planned, you have no leeway to really be able to plan. Okay, to really take that thing into consideration. So I say leave some gaps in your schedule so that you can, kind of maneuver just in case some things come up. Okay, so for instance, let's get into the system that I use. Okay, and then we're going to get into how I use it. So let me present. I'm going to share my screen. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Okay. So I want to, so I'm going to, okay. So can you guys see my screen? Let's see if I can. Okay. That might be a little bit better. Okay. So this is the week that we're on. I didn't do anything because I wanted to be able to allow you to see how I lay things out. And then I'm going to go to like um, a new week so you can, a past week so you can see what I did last week. Okay. So this is my general layout. I have these. Can you see me doing this? Huh. Okay. All right, now you can see. All right, so I have these first and foremost, I use Google everything. So I use Google Workspace, I use Google Keep, Google Tasks, and I use Google Calendar, and I use Gmail. So, well, Google Workspace is my email provider. Okay. So, with that being said, some other people use different systems, but I have found that Google Calendar is the easiest, and I have been the most successful using Google products. I've tried a lot of different things, and I will say that I keep coming back to Google Calendar just because it integrates well with all of my systems. I, you know, it just really makes it easier for me. If you use some other type of note-taking systems, I know for like Apple Notes, if you use Apple Calendar, I'm sure there are ways that you can utilize this as well, but you can utilize it in the same way as Google, but you can use Google for those as well because it integrates with Apple products. So let's get into this. This is this week. And so far, I use Google Tasks um, to write down my list. However, let's talk about how this calendar is set up. So this calendar is set up by making a calendar for each different product that I do. Okay. So GSD, that's basically get stuff done. And that is a new calendar. That's a calendar all on its own. Sellers are for my sellers. Self is for me. We have to take care of ourselves. Workout, Thompson family, buyers, appointments, and then this is just my ideal calendar, what I would want to do. And then we have tasks, which is connected to tasks over here in the corner. Okay. So you can create a calendar by going down here and saying other calendars and hitting add calendars. And then you can hit create new calendar here. I'm going to move. I don't know if I can move my picture over. So I'm just going to go full screen. So, well, let me see. I should be able to slide my picture over. Okay. I don't. Okay, well, it's not allowing me to do that. All right. So basically, and I'm sorry if you can't see everything over here, but you can hit create new calendar here, and then you can hit create new calendar here, and then you will be able to create a new calendar. So let's just say you wanted to create BT strategies as a calendar. And then you could write a description here, business systems we'll put in here. It's on my standard time frame. It is me that is the owner of it. And then I would hit create calendar here. Okay. So we'll create the calendar for me. And then once it creates the calendar, sometimes it's a little slow to create the calendar, but it will create the calendar. And then I'm just going to go back because sometimes it's there. See, BT strategies. So it is there, even though it still says calendar creation in progress. So now we have BT strategies here, and we want to go in and change the colors because the colors that typically come with Google are very harsh. and very not pleasing to my eyes. So I come in and I change the colors, and you can add a custom color. You can slide it down here. I love pink for those that know me. And so I might want to make this something very fuchsia-ish. And then I can hit save. Or if you know the hex code here, you can just add it down here, and then you can hit save. Okay. So now that we have BT strategies, what we can do now is begin to populate our day. So I'm going to populate some things in the calendar. But before I do that, I want to show you last week. So we're going to go back. So this is my last week's time blocking calendar. And as you can see, this is my actual schedule. Okay. This is my actual schedule. And so you'll see here where I have some things for myself. Excuse me, you guys. I have I have some things here labeled for my family. I have my workouts in here. I have my content. I have my get stuff done calendar, my family calendar, my business calendars, and I have my tasks here. These things that are crossed off are the tasks that I did, and I can go ahead. Oops. And start to build out my day by creating different meetings, right? So you can see here that this is how I block out my time. I don't block out the full day. I have some different meetings down here. Like today, my business webinar is going to be on the schedule every Wednesday, and that's what we're on right now. So I am doing that. Then, but I wanted you to be able to see how I go ahead and schedule my day and how my week, and I use my task list over here to write down different tasks. So I have a real estate list. I have a BT strategies updates, and then I have my to-dos. And these are my to-dos that will go in to the calendar. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and build some things out so that you guys can see exactly what I do. And we can use BT strategies as the calendar. All right. So now one thing that I like to tell people is there are some hotkeys with Google. So like you can keep on the week, you can put it on the month. Okay. You can put on the week, you can put it on the month. You can put it on the year. But what you can do, instead of clicking up here, you can type W and it'll go to the week that you're on. Okay. You can click today and it's just going to show you everything for today. But you can click D and it will show you everything that you have going on right now. Okay. You can click M and it will give you the month. You can click Y and it will give you the year. So all you have to do is click D for day, W for week, M for month, Y for year. You can click A for schedule. So this is my schedule for this week. And then you can also click 4 days at a time, which would be X. Now, let's just say, for instance, you want to see, these are the next 4 days. Let's just say, for instance, you want to see a specific time frame. If you just click on the day that you want to see, I'm going to go for last week. And let's just say I only want to see Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of last week. I can just, I'm sorry. If I just click on the 12th, 13th, if I just hold down and slide across, you will see the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. So if I wanted to do the 12th through the 15th, all I have to do is slide across those numbers in the monthly calendar on your left-hand side, and you will be able to see that schedule at a glance. Okay, so we're going to go back to week. So I just click W, and then we're going to go ahead and click this arrow to go to next week. Now, a lot of people want to know what are these up here. So I am going to hide this, and the way that I hide this is by clicking the main menu so you can see. These are themes for each day. So on Sundays, I want to work on planning my week out and home base. So that's home. On Mondays, I want to do some YouTube content. On Tuesdays, I want to do some lead gen prospecting for all of my lead gen pillars for real estate and BT strategies, BT strategic systems. And then on Wednesdays, I really want to work on BT strategic systems, BT strategies. On Thursday, that is my day that I want to get out and pound the pavement. I know pound the pavement is like an old school term, but pound the pavement basically means in real estate door knocking. It means going out into the community and basically talking to your community, talking to your neighbors, talking to businesses, talking to anybody that you can about what you do. So on Fridays, I want to do some client follow-up and administrative stuff. And then on Saturdays, I typically host 1 to 2 open houses a month. So this week I have a business event, so I will not be hosting an open house this week. But as you can see, if you go on my month view, I have an open house, twice, scheduled for twice a month. And I did do an open house on Saturday, the 10th, and Sunday, the 11th of last week. Okay, so we're going to go back to my weekly view. Now, so now I'm going to go back to a past, and I want to show you how you can get those categories up here. So if you go into an event, so if you just click on a space on the calendar and click an event. So Monday, I said I wanted to do YouTube content. So I'm going to put that this is an all day theme, and I'm not going to repeat it. Well, I'm going to say it repeats weekly on Mondays. I already have this weekly on Mondays, but that's what you would do. And then you would click here to choose what calendar you want it to be on. So I'm going to say BT strategies because you'll see a different color there. And then I want to hit save. And then that is going to be the overriding theme of my Mondays. If I have gaps in my schedule, and well, you can use this one of two ways. If I have gaps in my schedule, then I can say, okay, I'm going to fill it by doing some YouTube content. Or I could just say on Mondays, that's the day that I am batching all of my YouTube content. I'm going to be either filming, I'm going to be editing, I'm going to be brainstorming ideas, whatever it is that I'm going to be doing, it's all going to be related to my YouTube content. And so I would schedule that out to see what that looks like. So now, since I have this on Mondays, let's just go back and look at, so now you see that YouTube content under BT strategies on Monday. So it's going to be on every Monday. It's every Monday now. Okay. So I am going to, so that's how you would do that. And then you would just continue to do that for this one. I'm going to say planning here. And then you would hit, it does repeat. It's an all day thing. And it's going to repeat weekly on Tuesday. And then it is going to be on my Get Stuff Done calendar. And I'm going to hit save. And now that's the overriding theme for Tuesdays. Okay. So let's go ahead and delete these because I already have my overriding themes and I don't want them to change. But if you don't get if you have any questions relating to that, then just let me know. So in the comments, if you have any questions related to how to do the overriding theme. And if you have any comments, please, by all means, post it in the chat. Post it in the chat. Okay. So now let's get to our current week. And I'm just going to plan some things out here that I have done this week so that you guys can see what I've done. Okay. So you can see I had a call here. This came from my email. This is automatically added from my email, and that is a setting that you can add. But what I want to do here is I click yes that I'm going. So that's going to automatically go to my overriding calendar, which is Get Stuff Done, GSD. This is my main calendar. So anything that comes in from my email is going to go directly to this calendar, Get Stuff Done. Okay. So that came in. Now, this week on, let's just say today, I had an event that was, I had my ethics class today, and it was from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It was actually canceled, but it was supposed to be from 10 to 1. And I would put this, it is on my Get Stuff Done, but I would put this on my appointments calendar just because I know that I'm leaving out. Like I'm gonna be leaving the house. I want to make sure that I know when I need to get dressed and leave the house. So that's the calendar that is going to be on. Okay. And so you see the ethics classes there now, right? That was from 10 to 1. And then also at 1:30 to 3:30, I took my mom grocery shopping. Well, I went grocery shopping and my mom also. So that would be on, that was from 1:30 to about 3. And well, actually, because the class was canceled, it was earlier, but I'm just going to say 1:30 to 3. And then I'm going to put that on Thompson Fam, and then I'm going to hit save. And so the time is blocked out there. Yes, so we have that. Now on Saturday, I am going to be doing a speaking event, and it is from 12. So it's Sis, I See You. Speaking event, and that is going to be on my appointments calendar, and it is from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. I do typically do weekly expense tracking on my financial channel, but I'm going to I'm going to cancel this meeting due to my speaking event. So I'm going to delete this event, but I'm only going to delete this one. I'm not going to delete every event. I'm just going to delete this one. Okay. So now I have that. On today is already Wednesday. We had our family budget meeting. I'm on the business webinar. My day typically for I want to say in the mornings, I have to drop Niall to camp at 7:30. And you can even add a location here, just in case I need to share this with my husband. And I'm just putting the theme school, Newton County Theme School. There you go. And then, so 7:30, 7:45. Actually, it's like a 30-minute round trip, like 12 minutes there and 12 minutes back. So we're just going to say a half an hour for this. And we're going to make sure we put that on the Thompson family. And it is repeating. It does repeat, and it repeats daily this week. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. And you can see, actually, I'm sorry, let's edit that. It's not daily. It's just Monday through Friday, every weekday. So hit save there. So hit all events and hit OK. And then that will take it off of the weekends. So I'm picking her up from camp in the morning, and then you can duplicate this request. So hit the three dots when you click on it to either edit it or email it, or you could do whatever you need. You could click these three dots, hit duplicate, and then instead of it being at 7:30, this is going to be pick her up at 4:15. And then that will be every weekday, Monday through Friday at the theme, and it's all the same. And now I have where I'm picking her up at 4:15. Now, because I have a conflict here, you can see it's overlapping into my call. I just had my husband pick her up that day. But that's how that's going to work out. Now, you can put in here all types of things that you want to get done. So because I typically do my workouts at 7:30 in the morning, but because of camp, I am doing my workouts at 8. And now I can schedule what I want to do. So Monday, I did a 45-minute walk, and you can add emojis here. You can type in, you can type in, you can type in, let's see, search, and then I keep typing up there instead of typing down here, you guys. So we can go ahead and I'm sorry. I want to put in like a little, oh, you see here they're working out. So I'm just going to put in a little flex bicep here. And that way I'm going to hit 45-minute walk. I'm going to save that. And then I am going to repeat this, and it's going to be customized. I'm going to customize it. So I do a walk Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 45 minutes. I'm just going to say it ends on, they put it so far out, but I'm going to say that it ends this week on the 24th. So hit done. I'm going to come down here and put it on my workout calendar. Okay. And then I am going to go ahead and hit, make sure it's 45 minutes. And then I'm going to hit save. And now you can see how my calendar is starting to fill up, right? So you can see that I have, I'm going to be on my prayer line. And then let me just close this. I'm going to be on my prayer line. I'm going to take Niall to camp, and then I'm going to work out. So there are then whatever other things you have throughout your day, you want to go ahead and start to fill up your calendar, and you'll start to see things take shape. Now, for instance, I have a seller appointment on Thursday at 1:30. So I want to put this in here. I'm going to put Mrs. Seller for sake of this video on privacy. So I'm going to put Mrs. Seller. I'm going to put location. I'm just going to say Covington. And then I'm going to say 1 to 2. I'm just going to put it for an hour. It may be less than that, but I always put my meetings for an hour, and that also gives me travel time. It does not repeat. It is on my seller calendar, and then I am going to go ahead and hit save. Okay, so that's how I know that this is how my calendar is beginning to take shape, right? I'm beginning to see the things that I need to do. I'm beginning to see the things that I need to prepare for. So now let's go ahead and close. So this is how you fill up your calendar with appointments that are coming in. But now you see I have some gaps in my day, right? And I have some tasks that I want to get done. So I use tasks because it's just so integrative. Like I could just go straight over to my sidebar here. If I want to hide this, I can. And it's this little button down here. If I want to show it, I just click that, and then my side panel pops up. And on my side panel, I have Google Keep, which is a note-taking app. I have Tasks, which is for my tasks and my get stuff done list. And then my to-dos and stuff like that for my businesses, for my home life, for all types of things. So then I have my contact list. And then down here, these are maps. So when I want to map out where I'm going and what I'm doing for real estate, if I have more, if I have after Mrs. Seller, if I have to go do a showing, then I can go ahead and just map out the distance between Mr. Seller's home and my showing. Okay. So this is why I use Google. This is why. Because it's so integrative. Everything is just integrative. So I'm going to go ahead and close maps, and then I'm going to open up my task. So I have some tasks. These are my to-dos that I want to do here. And then you have different lists that you can create. So I have a real estate list, I have BT strategies list, and I have my to-dos list. So you can create a new list down here, and you can put whatever it is that you want to put in. So let's just say I'm going to do home projects, right? So I'm going to hit done here. And now I'm going to start adding some tasks. And legit, I need to really schedule my zone cleaning. Schedule zone cleaning. Okay, that is a task that I want to do. I'm not going to put a date and time on this, but I have added it as a task. Now, I want to add another task. I want to clean the fridge. I'm just going to say fridge. Clean the fridge. Okay, so that is a task that I want to do. And what I can do is just take this task. I'm going to close the calendars now. I can just take this task, and then when I see some gap in my calendar on Friday, I'm pretty much open right now. I do have some things, but for the sake of this video, I'm open. So after I work out, I may I typically walk, let's just put walk Luca. That's my fur baby. And I typically walk him every day from 8:45 to 9 a.m. And that repeats every day. That's daily. So we're going to we're going to put Monday through Friday because on Saturday and Sundays is different. I'm in church at 8:45 on Sundays. So we're going to put every weekday. So hit save, right? Even on Sundays. Let me see. Every weekday, Monday to Friday. And that would be on the Thompson family calendar. Okay, so hit save. So that's on Friday. So we will see it every day here next week, right? All right, so we have walk Luca in there. Now, I want to clean the fridge when I come back from walking Luca. So I'm going to give myself some time and I'm going to put clean the fridge. And it is already, it has now, since I've dragged my task over, it has now scheduled the task for me. So if I open up clean the fridge, you will now see that it is going to be on Friday, June the 23rd at 9:30 a.m. I am going to clean the fridge, right? Um, After I clean the fridge, I want to schedule out how I'm going to do my zone cleanings, right? So I'm going to put that right after the fridge. So now I have these two tasks scheduled. And when I go ahead and finish those tasks, I will click complete and it will cross it off. Okay. Now I have here where um, you can delete completed tasks if you want to. I like to keep my tasks there so that I can see what I did to kind of look at my productivity. Thanks, Mr. AV. So I can kind of see my productivity at a glance, what I did this week, so that I can stay motivated, that I'm getting things done and I'm not just without, I'm not doing anything. Now you can see down here the completed task go down to this completed list down here. So I'm going to uncheck it and then it will go back up here. Now let's just say, for instance, a seller appointment came up and I wasn't able to do these two tasks. I can just I can either move them to the next day and it will change, or I can open the task up and delete the date and time. And then that way, hit this little trash symbol. So that takes the task back over to my sidebar and it doesn't. Hey, Aaron, how are you? I'm glad you're on. Thank you so much for your support. um, so So now I can go ahead and schedule out my tasks as I need to. Now I have some real estate things that I want to do, and I am going to put this under lead gen and prospecting for this week on Tuesday, which I already did. But I went to see a bank um, last week and it wasn't there. It had moved. And so I called them and they gave me the name and number of their loan specialist. And I emailed her on yesterday at 11 o'clock. Okay. So that task is complete. So I can mark that off. Right. So that's my my real estate task. Now on BT Strategies, I wanted to work on Google My Business. I haven't been able to do that, and I wanted to contact Way and do my website. This week is already jam-packed. I'm not going to be able to do that this week at all. So I am going to go in here and I am going to say next week, what is it that I want to do? I'm going to start forming my week for next week. Mind you, next week I am going to be on vacation all week, but I do have some things that I'm doing. I have a credit essentials class that I'm going to be doing on Friday from 1 to 2:30. I know on Tuesday from 6 to 9, I have my 25-hour post licensing for my real estate license. I am going to be doing a class called what is it? I think it's I have a seller. Now what? And that's with Kathy McDaniel, and she's so good. So we're gonna put this on oh yeah, this is my Get Stuff Done calendar, and it is from 6 to 9 p.m. It's for 3 hours, 3 hour CE, and that's just gonna be at home. So I just put that at home, and then I'm gonna hit save. And now you can see that's going to be there. So I'm just populating. What am I doing? I have another class from 9:30. So I'm going to have to move this weekly expense tracking to, I don't want to skip it because we did it. So I'm going to put it for 3 in the afternoon next week, this event. And that's when I go live and talk about finances and expenses with my team. So I am going to move that to 3 to 4. And then from 9:30, I have another CE class. And I'm just going to say that because right now I don't know what it's titled. But it is from 9:30 to 12:30, another 3 hour class. Okay. And that is going to be on my Get Stuff Done calendar. And that's just going to be on, I'm going to make sure I know that it is at home. Ugh. And it is on Zoom. So I want to add that there. Okay. So that's that one. And then this, I'm going to edit this one and put Zoom here as well. So I'm starting to populate. Now, I know that on BT Strategies is my overriding day on Wednesday. I really want to get my Google My Business done. And I think it's going to take me a little bit of time. Like I'm going to need to block at least 2 hours. So this is where I'll start work here. And I'm just going to say, BT Strategies is what I'm working on, right? And that's going to be for 2 hours. Okay, from 9 to 11, I'm going to be working on that. But what am I going to be working on from 9 to 11? Like, what about BT Strategies am I going to be working on? Well, I am going to work on Google My Business. So I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to be working on emailing Way for systems help. So I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to work on my website. Now I have some time frames for this website. So I don't know if it's going to be for the full 2 hours or what. But these are the tasks that I want to kind of work on during the time frame. So I'm going to dedicate, I'm going to start this one at, I'm going to put 10:30 and just dedicate 30 minutes to that. So I could have did that there, or I could have just, let's turn it back to 10, or I could have just dragged it down to 10:30 and you can see the times popping up. So 10:30. And then I'm going to do this one at 10:15. Okay. And then I'm going to have the Google My Business from 9 to 10:15. So an hour and 15 minutes for Google My Business. Okay. All right. All right. So that is what I have on the task, and you can see how now I have some teeth to that time slot. So from 9 to 11, I'm going to be working on Google My Business, Contact and Way, and my website. Those are the tasks that I'm going to be working on. Now, how do we stay productive in doing this? Okay, we got about 10 more minutes and we're going to be out of here. But how do we stay productive in getting this done? Let's talk about that. You have to have the mindset and the fortitude. To me, this makes it easy. I pick up my phone and I go to my Google Calendar, which is laid out for me here. And then I put it on the day. And this is today. And I just have, some things. I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably can't. But I just have all of my things scheduled and I just go through and check, 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 check. When I don't know what to do, I go ahead and follow along with my overarching themes of the day, and I begin to fill in my content. I make a to-do list. This is my to-do list, and I begin to just go in and begin to put those to-dos in where I need them to be. Like for instance, I do need to go on Friday of not next week, but this week and get my blood work done because I'll be on vacation next week. So I'm going to schedule that in. That's off of my to do list. Once I check it, I can click here. I can mark it as completed and then it'll be crossed off. But I don't want to complete it because it's not done yet. So that is the overarching system that I use. This is a system. This is my time blocking, time management, productivity, get things done using Google Calendar, Google Tasks, and then I also have Google Keep as a note taking app. And these are like different systems that I do each week. I have some shopping lists in here, so I can basically use the notes to be able to map out like my weekly business planning. These are the things that I want to do. I have a budget. I have a weekly budget checklist that I do when I do my budget. I have a budget checklist that I can look at that's in Google Keep that I could just open up and I sit down and start working on my finances. And then I check, 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 check. Okay, weekly budgeting done, right? So you're building these systems. You are building these systems to help you stay focused, stay productive, and then you just have to follow them. So follow the systems, allow them to lead you and guide you into a more productive way of doing things so that at the end of the day, you're organized, your mind is clear, you're not worried about what you have to do and what you didn't do and what didn't get done, because you can go off your day and say, oh wow, like I did all of this. I mean, I was feeling quite positive with all the things that I had done last week. Like I couldn't believe how much I had really put in. And so week after week after week, I'm doing this. And I really want you guys to know that this will help you to stay consistent. It will help you to stay disciplined, and you will see the fruit of your labor. You will begin to see the fruit of your labor. So I hope this broadcast has been helpful for you. I hope that you have found fruit in it and have found value in it. And so I wanted to just say, if you have any questions, if you're catching this on a replay, put in the chat hashtag replay. I want you guys to continue to come back and see me, because every Wednesday we do webinars just like this to help you optimize your systems so that you can scale and grow your business, whether that's in real estate, whether that's in small business, whatever, whether it's in school. You can use this for school. You can use this for home life. You can use this system, time blocking, to optimize your whole entire life, optimize your operations so that you can be more focused and more productive. So if you have any questions, don't forget to drop them down below. Please like and follow me on YouTube at Family Life TV, and on Instagram at _Brandy Thompson. It is up on your screen right now. And ask me any questions. I'm here to help. I really appreciate you guys joining me today. If you have any personal questions outside that you would like to ask me about, hit me up in my DMs, or you can email me at Brandy, and I'll just type it in the chat, Brandy at bt-strategies.co. Okay, so Brandy at bt-strategies.co. All right, so that is now in the chat. I hope you guys had a great time. I had a great time. I really appreciate it. Until next time, we'll talk to you real soon. God bless.